Watching 7 Action News, always taking action for you.
But we begin tonight with breaking news. Mike Duggan will not be on the ballot in Detroit's mayoral race.
The Court of Appeals ruled just a short time ago that Duggan is ineligible. 7 Action News reporter Julie Bonovich with more on this breaking story. Now, Julie, I understand that Mike has released a statement. What is he saying about today's ruling?
That's right, and he's actually not talking right now, we're told, because he's meeting with his lawyers, but his campaign manager came out of their office headquarters here on Jefferson just moments ago to tell us that they're going over all of their options.
There's an appeal to the Supreme Court of the state. There's also the option of a write-in candidate, a write-in campaign, rather. We're all disappointed, from Mike to the staff to our supporters. As of right now, Mike is having a discussion with his advisors about which direction we'll be moving in.
Now, this is an interesting ruling because the judges were not completely on the same page. These are the rulings. This is the majority ruling, and this is what they call the dissent opinion. What's interesting about it is in the majority ruling, they declare that Mike Duggan did not meet the requirements to run for mayor because he failed to meet the charter requirements, saying that he didn't live in the city long enough. Now, they also ruled that the residency requirement is not unconstitutional, and that's where the third judge disagreed with the other two. She believes that the residency requirement is unconstitutional and Duggan should stay on the ballot. So very interesting things here from the judges. Again, Mike Duggan's people saying that they are going over their options right now with the lawyers to figure out what they can do. And they say that Duggan will speak tomorrow here at the campaign headquarters at about 10 a.m. and hold a press conference to tell everybody what he is going to do next. We're live from downtown Detroit. Julie Bonovich, 7 Action News.
Julie, a question maybe too soon to tell, but they were talking about a write-in campaign. Is that for the primary in August or for the general?
I believe it could be for the primary. Not too sure on that, Jeff.
Okay, we'll have you look into that. Thank you very much.
Detroit mayoral candidate Tom Barrow was the first to challenge Duggan's candidacy.
Now, Barrow is now talking to reporters outside the Manoogian Mansion, a place he hopes to call home. Let's listen in live.
This a la carte style of ballot access Ms. Winfrey engaged in must be stopped. And it is her stewardship of the elections process that has caused this case to go this far, disrupting Detroit's campaign and political process. The appellate court's decision today is a stark repudiation of her stewardship over the elections division of the city of Detroit. She refused to recuse herself due to her personal relationships in support of a candidate that the court has now ruled should not have been approved for the ballot in the first place. And she and the city's corporation council unfairly and unobjectively interpreted the common sense plain language of the charter in an adverse way. In the best interest of all of the residents of the city of Detroit, Ms. Winfrey must immediately resign and take responsibility for this debacle in the wake of this devastating decision against her judgment and performance.
We are continuing to follow there what mayoral candidate Tom Barrow has to say. He's the one that brought up this challenge in the first place, as we mentioned. We will monitor that press conference for you and bring you more later on.
Yeah, by the way, it sounds like he's going off of a written statement, which you can find in its entirety at WXYZ.com for the latest there.